On average, 60% of college graduates from four-year public universities owed over $25,000 in loans in 2013. This number is up 20% from the same statistic in the year 2000. This was stated in the New York Times editorial titled, "Democrats Offer Ways to Make College Affordable." However, the points this article made didn't truly go far enough on the effects of high tuition prices and college loans leading to a high population in debt. Points not pointed out, for example, are that high tuition prices have large side effects, including the fact that after graduation or dropping out from college, less homes are sold, marriage is prolonged and delayed for long periods of time, fewer low-income students are going to college, graduate school, and completion rates are also failing. My first point is that fewer young people can afford to buy a home. Saving up money to purchase a home of your own isn't just a possibility when you have tens of thousands of dollars in debt. Only 57% of people between the ages 25 and 44 own a home today. This is a 4% decrease since the year 1980. As tuition rises and students are forced to take out bigger loans to pay for school, fewer young people are able to fulfill the long-standing American dream of home ownership. My second point that the article didn't go far enough with is that marriage is delayed or never happens. Now, first of all, weddings are already expensive, and they have even become tougher to finance when you owe $30,000 plus in debt from college loans. More people are delaying marriage even longer to ensure that they are financially stable. College debt plays the biggest financial role in this way. 65% of college students leave school with debt, with 25% owing more than $25,000. 14% of college graduates today delay marriage because of financial concerns. That debt means weddings often have to wait until they are paid down and money can be saved, so they can use that money to pay for the wedding. My third point is that fewer low-income students go to college. Even with the wide range of financial aid programs from the government and private sources that can cover much of the cost associated with going to college, low-income students are increasingly seeing college as something that's just out of their reach. Enrollment at four-year colleges for low-income students decreased 14% between 1992 and 2004. That's a big difference, as the average price of attendance for low-income students grew from an average of $7,000 to $10,000 in that same 12-year period. Low-income students are much less likely than their higher-income counterparts to take on loans, which many believe may be why numbers of low-income students are dropping at an alarming rate. Also, some of the best students in the classroom come from low-income families. However, they cannot continue their education and make a contribution to the world simply because of their financial situation, which isn't fair. Their financial situation shouldn't be such a factor that it stops them from continuing their education. My fourth point that the editorial does not go far enough on is that college completion rates, are indeed failing. For many young students, the cost of tuition can often become too much to bear, especially if a parent or the student himself or herself loses a job. A study by Complete College America found that more than 40% of public college students attend part-time jobs. Now, we assume that they take part-time jobs so they can work while attending school to make money to help them pay for school. And only a quarter of these part-time students will graduate. Rates aren't so great for full-time students either, with only 60% completing their bachelor's degree within 8 years. My fifth point that the editorial did not go far enough is that fewer students attend graduate school. Usually, a highly competitive job market and high unemployment drive students in packs to getting more advanced degrees. While some are heading back to school, grad school application rates are actually on the decline, and part of it may be due to high tuition. Students who already have tens of thousands of dollars worth in debt often don't want to add to the problem by accruing more debt by going into graduate school. In conclusion, Although the New York Times editorial Democrats offer ways to make college affordable, it had some very strong points on why tuition rates need to decline. But however, they did not go into enough depth as to the problems that high tuition rates are causing. There are far more negative effects on individuals, families, and the nation as a whole because of high tuition rates. Because of high tuition rates, fewer young people are financially stable enough to purchase a home of their own. Marriage between couples is delayed and sometimes never happens. Low-income students are no longer attending college. Less and less students are completing the degree plan, and fewer students are deciding to enroll themselves into graduate school. With this being said, politicians and universities need to create a way to make college more affordable for all people regardless of their income. High tuition rates is affecting the nation in a negative way as a whole, and this needs to be fixed as soon as possible, or the nation will not be headed in a positive direction.